What up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Film Bros podcast. I'm your host, JP. This is my co-host, Josh.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on, guys? We're back to have a few topics. A couple good topics came up the past couple of days, and it stirred up a lot of controversy online, and we're here to talk about it. But before we get into the juicy stuff, we're obviously going to start with a little bit of just a little finger food, and then we'll move into the juicier topics. But before we do that, Josh, you want to let them know where they can find us, talk to us? Go ahead.
If you want to talk to us at any time, hit us up. Give us any updates on news or movies or whatever. Twitter and TikTok at FilmBros Podcast. If you want to listen to our previous episodes while you're doing whatever, Spotify and Apple Podcasts at FilmBros Podcast. And if you have time, check us out on YouTube at FilmBros Podcast.
Yeah, all that good stuff. Make sure you check us out. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to all that good stuff. Hit the notification bell so you can know when new episodes come out.
Yeah.
With that, we're going to jump right into a big story today. It's great. It's a very, very good thing. Something that I love in my heart. You want to know what's funny? Before I talk about this, it's about Avatar: Way of Water. Okay. I was at work today, right? I was at work and I was talking to a couple coworkers. One of them was like, "Oh, I watched the movie. It was okay. It was all right. I didn't really like it. Whatever. Blah blah blah." Like they were kind of mid with it. And then somebody else off to the side chimes in and is like, "Well, I didn't watch it." And I was like, "Well, why didn't you watch it?" She was like, "Well, I didn't care for either which movie. Like, I didn't care for the first one or the second one."
Oh my God.
And I was like, "Well, what? Whoa. Well, why?" And she was just like, "Who cares? Like, what? It was just weird." I was just like, "No, I can't talk to you. I can't associate myself with you." And it's crazy that there's people that are like that, because this topic that I'm bringing up, it's basically Avatar: Way of Water basically crossed the 1.5 billion mark, passing Top Gun Maverick. Okay, now this film is now the 2022's number one grossing film, knocked out Endgame, and now is in 9th place as the highest, one of the top 10 highest grossing films of all time. And now, if James Cameron has not already gotten the respect to at least go and watch the damn movie and get a fucking opinion about it, now he is the only person to have 3 movies in the highest box office: Titanic, Avatar 1, and Way of Water. This movie is breaking all kinds of milestones. And on top of that, James Cameron had to come out and say in an interview that these 2 movies are basically him setting the table for the actual meal to come in 3 and 4.
What the
So, irrelevant what anybody says, Avatar is a cultural phenomenon. Okay, this movie, it hasn't even stopped. It's still in theaters. It's still going up day by day.
Yep.
I think they said it even got a 6% increase. Of like, usually movies have a decrease every other week as long as weeks go by, because people already seen it as boring, whatever. They can wait for it to come out on DVD, whatever. Put some respect on my man's name, but
Could you try again?
Put some respect on my man's name. But you hear the news, you hear everything that's happening. James Cameron's winning again. What do you think?
I think I think you should stop talking to your coworkers. I don't know. I just think it's weird that people will say like, "Oh, well, I haven't seen it," or this and that. But like, this movie is doing numbers. Wouldn't you want to see a movie that's doing great? Most people will be like, "Oh, this movie's doing ass. I'm not gonna see it." But I mean, people are automatically just tuning this movie out, and it's making money without him. But like, you still should go see it. You have to be a part of the conversation, even if you go see it and you're like, "Well, I didn't like it." I think you're tripping, but at least you have an opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's weird that people automatically shut this movie down when it's already gross, like hitting, going higher and higher.
it's so weird to me. And then also, my coworker, the one that said the movie was all right, it was cool, like he didn't hate it, but he didn't love it at the same time. He was telling me that, why is he planning? Because I told him about the sequels. He didn't know about the sequels. I told him about the sequels that were James Cameron was planning, and he was wondering why it was going to go so far. I basically told him that it's obviously what everybody wants in Hollywood right now. They want a franchise. They want something they can make sequels out of. That's what the film industry is looking for.
Yeah.
He was basically like, "What are they going to be? Is he going to be the next Marvel?" That's exactly what everybody wants to be. Is the next Marvel. Marvel did it so well that everybody's trying to copy it as of right now. And let me tell you, if James Cameron can put up 5 movies and all those make top 10 highest grossing films, fuck what Marvel says. I don't give a shit. Marvel this, Marvel that. James Cameron's the winner. Avatar hands down. That shit's crazy. I would, if it's gonna be if there's gonna be a cinematic universe, I would love to see this one be a cinematic universe. Like, it just grow and grow and grow. Even if it stops at 5, if it stops at that length of a saga, like, I'd be completely happy with it. And as long as if every single movie's a hit and makes over $1 billion, James, he wins.
Yeah,
he wins.
Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, yeah, everyone wants to be a franchise. Everyone wants to be the next MCU, whatever. But like, James Cameron never cared about that. No. He doesn't care that it's a cinematic universe. He cares about telling a cohesive story that fans like. Of course, it takes time. I think 3 and 4 might be dropping back to back, but he said it takes time. So like it's not to him. It's not about being the next franchise, pushing out a movie, and then, oh, this one did 1 million. Oh, my next one did 1 billion. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's about telling a cohesive story that he knows fans will like, and make him a little cash. Because I mean, this movie is filling up his pocket. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's making, like I said, it's making numbers, and if it does continue to do well, and every single movie's a hit, you can't doubt James Cameron anymore.
Straight triple.
And whoever's out there that still says, "Oh well, who remembers the first Avatar or whatever?" Blah blah blah. Obviously, a lot of people do. A lot of people do. It's a great movie. First Avatar changed cinema. This Avatar has done it again, and I'm sure 3 is gonna come with another groundbreaking thing, because James Cameron isn't one to settle.
He's gonna keep going.
Yeah, he pushes the limits. Since the very beginning, he's always pushed the limits. So he's gonna push the limits, and he's gonna keep going. Congrats to James Cameron. He's he made it far already.
The GOAT.
He could be coasting if he wanted to.
For real.
He could be coasting. He's like, I made Titanic. I could be chilling right now, but instead he's over here delivering bangers, and people like my coworkers are saying they ain't watching it because they didn't like it. What are you talking about? You never seen it? I don't know. Either which way, still in theaters. Go help the numbers go up, and let's get 3, 4, and 5 made.
For real.
If we get 6 and 7, that might be a bonus, but we'll wait to see about that.
We just want
till 5.
Yeah,
I'm good with 5. That's his original plan. I'm good with 5. If he wants to do more, open to it.
Yeah,
of course. But moving on, after giving him his flowers and his praises. So, another thing that has been on a lot of people's minds as of lately, Daniel Craig basically had his last bow out as James Bond, as 007.
Yeah.
Everybody's been trying to figure out who's going to be the next one, who's gonna fill in those shoes. A lot of people wanted Idris Elba. I think he shot down those rumors, and I think a lot of people wanted Henry Cavill too. I think Henry Cavill would be perfect for it. Why they wouldn't is only because they want a young actor that's gonna play the role for at least 10 years. They said that's basically what the producers said that they were looking for.
That shit's crazy.
What?
That's crazy.
That somebody gets disqualified?
Well, no. Okay, well, that, but at the same time, for 10 years, how many stories can they cook up out of James Bond?
A lot. You know how many has been out as of right now? I think there's like 12 films, 15.
That's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of James Bond, and it's a mantle that just keeps being passed on. You know, like this person embodies it for a couple movies, 3 movies, a trilogy, a trilogy, a trilogy. I think Daniel Craig is the only one that actually had like 4 movies and ended it. So I mean, and if they're doing a 10-year plan, then it has to be more than 4 movies. It's gonna be a lot more than just 4 movies. So I mean, they're looking for somebody young to grow into it. I'm sure they're thinking of a plan to go bigger, go harder with James Bond. And I guess a name that came across their table here is Aaron Taylor Johnson. Apparently, he has had a meeting with the producers. Apparently, filmed a secret audition late last year, and basically they said that it went well, but nothing's confirmed yet. I don't know about him as James Bond.
I think I can see it.
What?
Yeah.
As James Bond?
Yeah.
This guy right here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I can see it.
Mm.
Yeah, he's growing. He's grown as an actor, and then I think after seeing him in Bullet Train, I think he can do it.
You think Bullet Train is the James Bond defining, like?
Well, his role. I think.
No way.
Yeah.
I don't see him as a James Bond. I after I heard this news, I kind of looked at him and I kind of seen like little, like fan drawings and stuff that they did, and I don't see it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. He just doesn't hit me as like a James Bond. If you've seen like the other James Bond, you kind of, I don't know.
I think I could see it.
And he's 32. If they wanted a young, is 30 like a good young age to be a special operative?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can use him and then
Till like he's 45 or something?
40, yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
Between then and between this and then, he'd pump out like 5 movies. Because it takes like a year and a half to make one.
Basically. I mean, if they have a plan, then maybe they might be doing filming back to back. Maybe he'll probably have a secured bag. I don't know. Good for him if this is true. I like James Bond, but he's not really my go-to guy. I know he's a classic. I know people are gonna hate me. Oh, James Bond, no, dude. Like he's okay.
I think in this day and age, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but James Bond is kind of dated. You know what I mean? Like I think Daniel Craig, right? He was the last one to give it like something new to the table. But but like I said, I think eventually his character is just gonna get stale. Well, you got people like John Wick, like what's his name? The dude from Kingsman, already doing better. Already doing better than James Bond. Like they could just keep pumping those out. James Bond will eventually become obsolete.
Mission Impossible.
Like he's still going, even though that movie's probably gonna.
Honestly, like end. Who watch it? Like to be honest, I watched 007, like the new ones, but I haven't seen the newest one that just came out because I usually wait till like DVD or something, or like if it comes out on streaming, then I'll watch them. I kind of want to get the pack, but it's expensive. But I've seen them. All right, guys, my bad for the technical difficulties. Basically, what I was just getting at is the demographic for James Bond. It has to be older men, correct?
Yeah.
It has to be for an older man. I don't think it's for younger demographic. I don't think it's looking for the female demographic per se. I mean, it has to be for older men, right?
Isn't that what it's supposed to be? Or that's what I always thought. I mean, think about it. John Wick, it's gonna bring in younger audiences, whatever. People that will just want to be like, ooh, bang, bang, whatever. Mm-hmm. But like James Bond, he's supposed to be more sophisticated, distinguished, whatever. So of course that's gonna bring in older audiences, men, whatever. Because I mean, he's been doing it for however long. Not just Daniel Craig, but the other ones. I don't know. I don't remember when the first one came out.
Yeah.
With the OG, but like it's always been that demographic where like it's a spy movie, but he's also suave, a gentleman, whatever.
Yeah.
So like of course it's gonna bring in older men like that because they can, I guess, resonate with him better. Mm-hmm. I think it's just gonna be for them. It's not gonna be like John Wick or like I said earlier, what was the other one?
Kingsman.
Kingsman.
I was gonna say, but Kingsman is kind of ahead of its game, right? Like, it's not only doing what James Bond is doing, but it's also giving you that good action. So it's bringing in all kinds of different demographics. You know what I mean? Like, it has some older people, younger people. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's making a ton of money. They already got spin-offs and everything in the works. So, I mean, I feel like they're doing it a great justice in that maybe it might just do what you said and just probably dissipate as time goes on. Because, I mean, there's going to be better gentlemen, like, people coming out there. And the way the movies are coming out, it's like blood and everything. Like, people want to see the kills. People want to see all that extra shit. It makes you think, are we getting desensitized a little bit? But
Jeez.
like, people want to see all that. And people, I feel like in the 007 movies, maybe I have to do a rewatch, but I don't really think they go that far to show you all the kills and do all that nonsense. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe. It's tough to say. I mean, I'm not gonna pretend and act like I know everything about these movies, because I don't. I can't even tell you I've seen one of them. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, no,
none. Zip. Zero.
Yep.
They're not aimed for the younger demographic.
like it's just, I don't know. They're just not for me. Maybe I will give them a shot later, but for now, I'm gonna just stick with what I know, which is John Wick and Kingsman and stuff.
Yeah. Well, then you don't know whether or not he's a good 007, but
I can see it though.
You can see the vision.
Yeah.
That the producers see.
Yeah.
I don't know. But what do you guys think out there? Do you guys think Aaron Taylor Johnson got it in the bag? You think he's perfect? Do you think he looks the part? Do you think he'll get the part?
I'm pretty sure
it's crazy that he shot a secret audition though. It's wild. I mean, I guess everybody kind of wants that part, huh? It's iconic. People are gonna really try to go for it,
especially if it's given them 10 years.
They should really, like, after auditions come out and everything, they should just give out the list of like who auditioned for it, so we know who potentially could have had it. Like, that'd be cool.
Well, eventually, don't all actors come out and be like in interviews and be like, oh no, yeah, I auditioned for it, whatever.
Yeah, but you never know, because it's kind of like who said what. I think it was what's his name? Somebody always loses a part. Leonardo DiCaprio always loses the part somebody loses it to Leonardo DiCaprio, and he was like, oh, like, I always lose to him. I'm always, the second choice when it comes to Leonardo being in a movie or whatever. And I'm just like, do they just say that? Like, because why would you tell people like your second choice? I don't think a lot of people would be open about that, right?
I would think so. I mean, they know what they're getting into. It's all a business thing. I don't think anyone is like being bitter about it. They're just more like, oh well, he's gonna get it, every time, whatever. I don't think it's like a negative thing.
I guess in a way you can kind of be like, well, I hope he doesn't say yes because I know that it's coming my way. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you get the bag, right? Like, it's just, yeah. Well, like I said, what do you guys think? Do you think Aaron Taylor Johnson would make a good 007? Do you think he won't? Let us know down in the comments. We want to know. Moving on, we got, in this world of reboots, remakes, prequels, sequels, trequels, blequels, all these sequels. We're getting another, actually, it's supposed to be a prequel. It's not even a remake. It's supposed to be a prequel. We got Ryan Gosling, Margot Robbie. We were just talking about her not so long ago, about maybe she's not the superstar that people think that she is.
Yeah.
She's coming out in the prequel for Ocean's 11. I think it's called Ocean's 11. They're going to be filming pretty soon. Warner Brothers Discovery has greenlit it to start filming. So I guess, Gosling joined the production in August, and they just have been waiting. So now apparently got greenlit. They're going to start filming pretty soon. I don't know. Have you seen the other Ocean's movies? Are you familiar with them?
I've only seen Ocean's 11. I've never seen like 12 or 13.
Yeah, so you know who's in it, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was R.I.P. Bernie Mac, and
George Clooney,
all them. Yeah,
Yeah,
so you know. Well, they're making a prequel to it. I mean, they came out with the all-females version not too long ago. I'm sure it didn't do too well because we never got a sequel.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. But they're good. They're gonna. I mean, Ryan Gosling is he's been known to bring tickets, and I honestly, I might watch it for him. Margot Robbie, she's still kind of in the hot seat right now. I mean, do I see her in an Ocean's 11 movie? Not really. I mean, will I probably check it out? I don't know. I don't know if I've had any interest in this franchise ever since the last one. Even the last one kind of almost lost me, but I think it was like Ocean's 13 or something. That one almost lost me, but I came back and I still watched it, and it was pretty alright. It wasn't that bad. And then that female version came out, never watched it, and I'm not super excited about it, but I think it's interesting that they're still giving Margot Robbie the spotlight in another, movie after what's been happening.
It's not a surprise. She has to be a great actress. This just has to. She's just not getting lucky. That's it.
Like I said, I give you the one that recently came out, the Babylon, because she did go up against. I mean, she went up against the #1 movie in the world right now, the $1 billion maker. Like, there's no way she was gonna win that, especially in December. Christmas gifts going around, stuff like that. Christmas, New Year's. She wasn't gonna win this one. Unfortunately, she basically stacked up against the juggernaut of the year, and she's a good actress, but not that good, right? But
I think this movie might do fine. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna check it out, because to be fair, I haven't seen the other ones.
Yeah, none of them. Not 12, 13, or the female one, right?
No.
See, they lost you after the first one. I watched all three because I grew up with them, but I mean, I don't know if I don't know if I want to see more unless it's actually a good ensemble like they did with the first three. Because with the all-female version, I mean, it was cool, but it was too... the trailers looked too cheesy, in my opinion, too corny. And then, I don't know, with this one, it's not even an ensemble. It sounds like it's just two people.
There's better heist movies these days, honestly. Because that's what they are, right?
Yeah, they're heist movies.
They rob casinos or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's better heist movies these days. I'm sure they were the shit when they were coming out, and I don't mean to sound like that kind of young viewer, but people aren't gonna know this. Younger audiences aren't gonna know this. Older people are gonna be like, "Oh shit, okay," and then they're gonna know Ryan Gosling or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. But
they'll probably be a butthurt "Oh, where's George Clooney?"
Yeah.
No one's gonna know Ocean's 11.
It's true. I don't really have a lot to say about this one either. This one's interesting to me because they're making another, but that's the thing, right? It's interesting because they're making something about, honestly, nobody's interested in. I don't think anybody was asking for an Ocean's 11 remake at all. And, I mean, have we had any good heist movies as of lately?
What was that? Was Zack Snyder's one? No.
Oh, the Vault one. That one was crazy.
The Vault one.
Yeah, they've gotten more elaborate. So they would have to get super elaborate with their remake here.
How elaborate can they get?
I mean, they could do a lot. They could do a lot more.
If it's a prequel and it's the 90s or whatever, no, I don't think so.
That's true.
It can't be that hard to rob.
Yeah, it's fairly easy back then because cameras and stuff like that weren't that big of a thing. Yeah, they had sensors and vaults or whatever, but it wasn't really Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting thing. Like I said, I didn't ask for this remake. I heard about it. I'm just reporting it. I don't know it, but will I give it a chance? Probably not, or maybe I will just to give it a watch because it's a new movie. But I mean, I won't be in line for a first ticket.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't strike me as interesting either. It just because again, no one's gonna know Ocean's 11, and if you're going, it's for Ryan Gosling or Margot Robbie. They
would have to basically reboot the franchise, but that's what I'm saying. If they're gonna do that, get an ensemble cast that kind of goes as hard as the OGs. You know what I mean? And give them something bigger to go for, not just a casino. If that's, I don't know if that's what they're going for with this movie. But if that's what they're going for again, don't do it again. It's been done. do something bigger.
Yeah, there's pretty much better heist movies at this point.
Yep. But moving on, man, this one is actually a pretty decent one. We've been talking about him as well. He recently came out in Glass Onion, Dave Bautista, trying to get the acting chops, all that good stuff. He's really coming to with his own way of acting, and he's learning the ropes little by little. Now, I'm not saying he's fucking amazing yet, but in Glass Onion he gave a better performance than what he's been going for.
Yeah.
So as of recently, I haven't pulled it up on here. I think I forgot to. All right, so Dave Bautista basically confirmed that he's gonna be exiting the role as Drax after Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So we don't have to speculate anymore. I mean, we already kind of knew in the beginning, before he even started filming, he was kind of hinting at the fact that he was kind of done with it. But he did say that he did say this to Collider. I am so grateful for Drax. I love him, but there's a relief. It wasn't all pleasant. It was hard playing that role. The makeup process was beating me down, and I just don't know if I want Drax to be my legacy. It's a typo. It's a silly performance, and I want to do more dramatic stuff. I see where he's coming from, and I know a couple days ago he also had said that, he didn't want to be compared to The Rock. He wanted to, be a better actor, and do more. So, I mean, he's showing that he has the chops. I don't think he's like The Rock. I think he's showing more like he's into acting a little bit more than The Rock. The Rock, to me, he acts, but he knows that he's just the smolder kind of guy. You know what I mean? And, people are going to love him. He can be in action flicks and beat people up all day, and people are going to fucking buy tickets because, he's buff. He's, whatever. Dave Bautista, he's buff and everything, but, has to, you got to have more than just that. You know what I mean? You got to actually put more work into your craft, and it shows that Dave Bautista's been doing that. I mean, what do you think? Are you upset that he's leaving Guardians of the Galaxy? You happy for him? What do you think?
I'm glad he's getting out. If I'm being for real. There's nothing that Drax brought to the table that is really, interesting to me. Like, yeah, he's funny, but like
he's that comedic relief.
Yeah, for Dave Bautista to be like, it's time for me to go. I'm like, cool, let someone else do it. Like, cause I mean, like he was funny when he was funny, and then after everything that happened way back when, and then shooting Guardians 3, like it's good that he's getting out, because it was clear that he was getting tired of it too. He's going on to bigger, better things. I think Drax won't even be the footnote. They'll probably be like, oh yeah, he was in it, but I know him from this. Like, I'm kind of glad he's just getting out.
Yeah. I mean, look at this tweet right here. I mean, he basically says that Drax isn't going anywhere. Do you think that could be a hint to a recast? Do you think it's
probably misleading? He'll probably die, I think.
You think so?
I think they'll
lose
probably
his life in this one.
I think they'll probably kill him off. And if not, I mean, they can recast, but like, I think it'd be awkward. I mean, and they could just kill him off.
I mean, what can they? Honestly, I don't even think it would even be an emotional moment that much for Drax to go. I mean, yeah, he's been in all 3 movies, but what has he really brought?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. That it's gonna be interesting how they do this. But I mean, if he's saying that he's exiting the character, I believe him 100%. And whether they kill him off, I think recasting him would be weird. But I think killing him off with no character development throughout any of the movies is really gonna be a big deal for anybody.
Yeah, no, it's awkward. Cause okay, they could kill him off and go that route and be like, he's done, whatever. But like if he's saying he's not going anywhere, it would, and they recast, then okay, cool. At least he's done with it. They get their piece, and Disney still gets Drax.
Yeah, it is what it is, and I know he got this role when he was fairly starting as an actor, and it was easy one-liners that he didn't really have to do so much dramatic stuff. So I can kind of see where he's going. He probably outgrew this character, and it's time for him to move on. And good for him. Good for him that he wants to not just be that goofy side character in the background. Like he actually wants to be leading and
exactly
speaking and being upfront with everybody.
And he deserves that. He's doing so great right now. He
Yeah.
deserves everything.
Yeah, no, I think he's doing like hella like fucking dope as of right now. Seeing him in all kinds of movies now, like coming out in that new M. Night Shyamalan movie, it's good. It's good for him. And yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy has not been doing him any favors at all. But yeah, good job, Dave Bautista. Hopefully you get where you need to be, and we'll be seeing your movies.
Exactly.
Moving on to the juicy stuff, the DC stuff. We got more things. We got more things to discuss. More of your favorite topic. James Gunn is gonna be here. So we had a couple reports the past couple days, basically saying that the producers are so happy, so thrilled with the Flash movie that they could be considering keeping Ezra Miller's Flash. Now, I think it's a smart decision. I don't think so. Do I believe that it might be happening? I don't know either, because I don't think that they're going to shoot themselves in the foot before the movie comes out and be like, well, he's not going to play it after this movie. So they're probably, people are not going to care and people are not going to go watch it. So they're probably, hyping it up so they can push the movie. There's also been a rumor saying that Wonder Woman's not going to be in the DCU at all for the first 3 years. So there's a lot of stuff going up in the air. And James Gunn has been vocal on Twitter, basically debunking as much as he can in his usual vague, not really, I guess in a way. I guess in a way you can say it's misleading. I don't think he denies it completely, but he misleads you on purpose. So far, what I'm getting from this, and he even said on Twitter as well that he's going to be releasing some news about his 8 to 10 year plan. Just the beginning, which I believe the media might be right. It may not be. The 3 years that they were talking about may not be just a 3-year movie plan. It could be the first 3 years within the DCU that's going to lead to the 8 to 10 year plan. That maybe he has the first 3 years already mapped out, knowing what's going to happen, and maybe he just doesn't want all that being leaked out. I don't know. It seems like a sketchy thing, but from those two topics, Ezra Miller being potentially brought back after the Flash, and Wonder Woman not being at all within the DCU for the first 3 years, you think it's real? You think it's fake? You think it's actually gonna happen? What?
I hope Ezra stays. If I'm being for real, I mean I like his Flash, and the best way I can put it is like, okay, in the comics, when the Flash goes back in time and he does his shit, he doesn't just change everything, but everything changes but him, continuity wise.
Yeah.
Like, even in the comics, Superman isn't Superman. He's Superman, but he's not the Superman from before Flash went back in time. You know what I mean? So you get all of them, and then Flash, he's the only one that remembers the change. So if he's the only one to remember the Snyderverse or whatever, then they do that. But as far as everyone changing, it would make sense for him to stay story-wise. And, if Homie is getting the help that he's getting, and he hasn't done anything wrong since he's gotten his help, I don't see why they can't consider keeping him. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, okay, and this is where it's gonna get kind of weird, because a lot of people have been bringing up the whole Johnny Depp situation, how Warner Brothers was so quick to drop him when all the allegations with Amber Heard was happening, and how, what else? What's another thing? Apparently there's been a lot of times where Warner Brothers has dropped people for less, and a lot of people brought up Robert Downey Jr. having his success story and being able to bounce back, you know what I mean, going to his low. But now it's kind of like Ezra was allegedly terrorizing people, giving hallucinogens to children, minors. I mean, not children, minors. I think she was a teenager at the time. We don't know how much is true. It's alleged. There's a lot of bad taste out there, right? And for him to stay, don't you think it would be kind of like shooting yourself in the foot, because a lot of people are already not gonna like him for the things that are happening? That's what I think. I mean, and I like Ezra. I like his Flash. It's just it just seems like if they're gonna try to completely reboot, it would suck to have him and him be the thing weighing down another era of DC movies.
Like, all that is like allegations and speculations, though, and most of them have been debunked. Like there's false reports out there. This, this, and that. Like, if you just do, like, if people did a little bit more reading than what was on the surface, they'd see all that. You know, the only thing he's being charged for, out of all those things that they said they got out of him when he was in Hawaii or whatever, is a B&E. That's it. That's all he's being charged for, and he pleaded not guilty. So, like, I'm pretty sure all that shit is fake. And once that comes to light and he gets the help he needs, he'll bounce back like Robert Downey Jr. in no time.
Yeah.
And WB can use this, the time between his accidents and this, to be like, okay, we'll see what happens. And if he comes back and he straightens up, I don't see why they can't keep him. As for Wonder Woman, I'd be part of, like, the first phase, if that's true. That's dumb. I think that's kind of dumb. She's part of the Trinity. You need her.
Yeah, it's just it's too. I just think James Gunn has a hard job. I think everything that's happening is happening so sudden. I think that there is so much that needs to be discussed, done, treated. Like, if they would have had a hiatus, if they would have been like, which in my opinion, I think they should just dump all the movies on HBO Max. Be like, these are the last ones. Hey, we're going to release them in this order. You should get them in the next couple years. Let it go on a hiatus, like a year hiatus. Let James Gunn build this world thoroughly and not have it rushed into quickness. Maybe he's been working on it for a while now. Who knows? But just go on that little hiatus, a year at least. Get people to mourn for the loss of the characters because they're not coming back, and then start anew on a different page. Why jump into it so hasty and be like, okay, Flashpoint, and then boom, we're gonna have to go straight into the next one? I get money perspective. You want to make money. You need more movies. Whatever. I mean, it's a tricky, it's tricky to get through this, right?
Well, yeah, it's tricky, but I think for the most part, I think he got it. I mean, if he's saying the first years of his plan are ready to go, then we can see the first movie by 2024. Which is just, cool, I guess. But, like, I guess I can see what you're saying. It is fast, right after Blue Beetle, wherever they take DC, it's gonna be up to them in the big house. But, like, these 4 movies, I don't think they'll send them straight to streaming because they were expensive. They were expensive movies, and DC kind of needs the money.
Yeah, but, I mean, who says that they can't recoup the money in streams? Like, yeah, box office makes a majority of the money up front, and I think that they do make a ton of money more when it's in the box office. But who's to say that it won't make, if not what, maybe half or maybe close to 100% of what it would have made in the box office off of streams? I mean, why not just do that? If it's a good movie, don't you think people are going to watch it on repeat? If it's as good as people say, The Flash. I mean, Aquaman, maybe that one won't recoup a lot. Maybe Blue Beetle may or may not. Who knows as well. What other one's coming out? Can't think of the other one. What other one's coming out?
Shazam?
Oh, yeah. I always forget about that one. I keep forgetting about Shazam. Why do I always forget about that one?
Shame.
Shazam coming out. Like, all those, just putting them on HBO Max and just, let it be done. Like, I think they should do that. That would be, in my opinion, be the way to go. Just so it could just ease it a little bit more,
Yeah. I mean, maybe, but again, I don't know. They're clearly not gonna do that. We got release dates coming already for the. If they were to be like, "Hey, we're sorry, you're not getting them this. You're not getting them this time. We're just gonna release them on HBO." You know what I mean? It'd be kind of like. I know it would make me fucking angry. Like,
well, yeah,
all these movies that have been pushed back, and then just for them to be like, "Oh no, yeah, we're releasing on HBO."
Yeah, no, dude. It'll be a kind of like a loss, but I think it would be better in the long run for them. I mean, but you get what I'm saying, right? You get what I mean.
Yeah.
At least give it that time to for people to mourn and just get the wash the people's heads out, right? But then you bring up the question too, or I guess, why Ezra, but not Henry Cavill? Why Ezra, but why not Gal? Why Ezra, but not? You know what I'm saying? Like, you bring up that question as well, and what? I mean, you as being me as a Henry Cavill fan, but I will say that I am for the story, and if the story says, "Hey, we don't need Henry Cavill," then I will 100% be okay with that.
I won't.
But what about you? For somebody who's a Henry Cavill fan that may not be as forgiving, what do you think?
I think it's tough. Obviously, it's tough. But you can't win it all. Like you get what you get, and if they're willing to play ball with Ezra, then I guess that's kind of a way of being like, hey, we acknowledge the Snyderverse lives. What if he's the connection between that and that Oswald story? Somewhere down the line, wherever. But it is weird that they keep him and shelve everyone else. But if they gotta do what they gotta do, I suppose it makes sense. I wish it wasn't, but I guess.
So you're okay with it? You're do what you got to do if it's for the sake of the story.
Yeah.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah,
you're okay with that?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. What do you guys think out there? Are you guys okay with Ezra remaining in the DCU? Could it be false? Could it be fake? Could James Gunn be misleading us? Who knows? Tune into another episode of What the Fuck's Happening at DC. Believe me, it's happening every single day. But we should be getting some news from James Gunn pretty soon. He said sometime this month. I'm making a bet, and I'm thinking today's the 5th. I'm thinking he's going to put something out around the 14th. I'd say the 14th. I'm giving the number 14. You
Probably. Yeah, middle of the month. 15, 16.
No, pick a number.
15.
15? Oh, you're going to do a day behind me? Damn.
Yeah.
Price is right, motherfucker. I swear. $100. 101. I hate you. I hate you so much. Moving on to the next topic. It's not so far from DC. Kind of wanted to talk about the hierarchy of the DC universe. Almost shifting, but did not shift. Apparently, Dwayne Johnson, before, when DC wasn't all up for grabs bloodbath, okay? Dwayne Johnson came in swinging, all right? Not only gave him pitched Zaslav a Black Adam versus Superman movie, but also had a whole plan to go for 3 years to lead up to that film. Did not just go through the steps to get to where he needed to go to talk to Zaslav. He went over everybody. Reportedly pissed off Toby Emmerich as well, because he went over him and went straight to Zaslav. At the time, Emmerich was just trying to save his job, so I don't understand why he even worries about that. But it seemed like they had some harsh feelings towards him, and it seemed like his plan failed, because at the end of the day, James Gunn wound up getting the position. He did not, and then he wound up putting a video on Twitter, kind of hinting at, something about have the courage to fail or something, and it's a video on Twitter. You guys can check that out. It is on his page still. But yeah, I mean, what do you think about this movie pitch, and would you have preferred that over this whole reboot?
We were on the verge of...
Stop! I don't want your opinion anymore. Give me the mic back. There is no way You're gonna start the sentence.
We
like
were
that.
on the verge of greatness. We almost had it. We almost had Henry Cavill back. We were robbed. You know who robbed us? Your favorite director, James Gunn.
He's not my favorite director.
That's cap.
No.
You defend this man with your life.
I'm not defending him.
Get
I'm
off
just
his
giving him a
schmeat.
fair. I'm giving him a fair chance, like
No,
everybody else. Okay,
That's gross.
everybody deserves a fair chance.
But like I'm saying, we were almost there. We almost had Henry Cavill back. James Gunn shot it out the sky. We almost had it.
Who shot out this guy?
James Gunn.
He did not.
Yes, he did.
David Zaslav did when he appointed James Gunn as a new head of DC Studios.
Oh, he handed him the gun, and James Gunn shot it out the sky.
Yeah, Zaslav was basically like, shoot him.
We almost had it.
Look, like I said, you know what? You just did a whole 180 from the last thing we just talked about, because I said, as a Henry Cavill fan, are you good and you're willing to let
Clearly,
it go?
I'm not. No, I
My
am.
boy just lied.
No, but I am. But when that was before I knew we were this close.
We were not close to anything.
Yeah,
He
we were.
pitched an idea.
Pitching ideas
Bro,
is how things get done in Hollywood.
guess who had the better idea?
Zaslav? To hire James Gunn?
No.
That was the better idea?
James Gunn obviously probably had pitched him something already, a rough cut. And Zaslav was probably like, I like that one. That one sounds better. This is going to make us money. We're going this way.
No.
You're not going to... If it's up to Zaslav, okay, at the end of the day, it was basically, like I said, DC was up for grabs. The Rock was over there. I mean, he had a movie, okay? He had a movie to prove this. Did not make the money that he needed to make. It was a flop. It was a flop. It was a flop of a movie. Anybody who thought there was going to be a Black Adam 2, it wasn't going to fucking happen. Because it flopped. It didn't make the money back. It didn't even make anything close.
We almost had greatness.
The crazy part is that it didn't make the money back, but it was one of The Rock's best opening weekends. And it still
had greatness.
No, we didn't have anything.
We almost had greatness.
No.
We almost had Henry Cavill back. At the end of the day, that's what matters. Guess who shelved him? Your favorite director.
He's not my favorite. Yeah, why do you keep perpetuating this lie, bro? Like,
Because
no, don't propel this into the internet.
You keep defending him.
It's not true. I defend people who need a fair chance. I defend you, even though you're being very ridiculous about Black Adam right now.
We almost had greatness. The Rock would have developed.
Why do you want a movie? Why do you want movies to build up to Black Adam fighting Superman? That's not even his villain.
We almost had greatness, man. Let me touch the mic. We almost had it. It doesn't matter.
It's not even his villain.
We almost had Henry Cavill back.
It matters.
We almost got the OG Suicide Squad back.
No, who said that?
Isn't that one of his ideas? He said he was gonna do a Black Adam versus Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah, with what Suicide Squad?
Whatever Suicide Squad they choose. But we would have gotten Harley back. And all those people back.
We lost Boomerang. He's not coming back. We lost the fire dude, El Diablo. He's not coming back.
He could come back. It's happened before in the comics.
Either which way, he lost. Okay,
We
he
almost
lost.
had greatness. I just want you guys to know that. We almost had it. We were robbed. James Gunn robbed us.
We were not robbed.
We were robbed.
We weren't robbed of anything.
Hoodwinked.
It was probably a shit plan. Dude, did you see
Bamboozled.
Black Adam? Did you see fucking Black Adam?
Yeah, I saw it.
Then you know it wasn't that good of a movie.
It was fine enough.
No, it wasn't.
You know what? You know
It was
what?
okay. It's watchable. I can watch it. I'll watch it and nitpick every single thing. I already told you. Next time we watch that shit, I'm going to pick out every movie trope that I see and tell you how it was from the early 2000s and how he nitpicked everything. 15 years to change the hierarchy of power, and he couldn't do it. James Gunn rightfully deserves that position.
No.
And
We almost had it. We almost had greatness.
What did we almost have? We didn't almost have
Henry
anything.
Cavill.
We didn't almost have anything.
We almost had Henry Cavill.
And even then, you didn't even help the box office.
we almost had
You
the
bought
Justice
one
League.
ticket.
We almost had
I bought you that ticket.
We almost had the Justice League back.
We had the Justice League back. Zack Snyder's Justice League.
We
2021.
almost had them
I
again.
mourned them already. They're gone. I'm sorry. They're gone. You're gonna have to let it go. They're
No,
gone.
I refuse. I'm holding on.
I wish I could refuse too, but in reality, we cannot refuse that, and it's done.
No. Stop supporting James Gunn. I can't even say it with a straight face. Why is he your favorite director?
He's not.
Yeah, he is.
He's just,
He's just the guy.
I liked the Suicide Squad, and for you to say that you didn't like it, that's cap, bro. That's cap.
That shit was ass.
How do you like Black Adam over the Suicide Squad? That doesn't make zero sense.
Yeah, it does.
You like listening to a kid on a skateboard telling Black Adam his catchphrase all fucking movie?
No.
Tell him the man in black sent you. No, say it after you kill him. Tell him the man. Say it before you kill him. It's a stupid.
I bet
trope.
your favorite character is Peacemaker. Yeah, how you feel about that one?
I didn't. I wasn't. It was Ben Affleck's Batman, but
yeah, whatever.
he's gone now too.
Whatever.
He's gone now too.
Whatever.
Everybody's heartbroken. Everybody's heartbroken, but look at you, succumbing to insults. Yeah, baby. Stop.
Who am I insulting?
Huh?
Who am I insulting?
Me.
Because I said Peacemaker was your favorite character?
Yeah, that hurts, man. That's kind of fucked.
Nah, this is what you wanted. Because now you have your favorite director writing a Superman movie. He can confirm Peacemaker's poop fetish thing.
I swear to God, if he fucking ruins Superman, if we don't get epic Man of Steel level fight scenes out of this Superman movie, I will be pissed. I will be right there with a torch and a pitchfork right next to you. But as right now, we have yet to see him even fly, and so you cannot shoot his wings, you cannot clip him until we see what.
That's what he did to The Rock.
Huh?
He did it to The Rock. Why can't I do it to him?
The Rock is not a movie director nor a producer. Black Adam was ass.
So was the Suicide Squad.
No,
the Suicide Squad flopped too. It didn't make $1 billion,
bro. What?
Yeah,
it was in the middle of the pandemic.
I don't give a damn.
And it came out straight to HBO Max. You know damn well you're not gonna go pay for a movie when you could get it on TV for the same money that you're paying a subscription for.
Because I'm a man of cinema. I'm gonna go see movies in the theater.
How many times you watch Black Adam?
I watched it once, but that's a different thing.
I don't want to hear nothing.
That's different.
I don't want to hear
anything. Did you see the Suicide Squad in theaters? No, you didn't, because of COVID, right?
I'm not the one defending Suicide Squad so hard.
Yeah, you are. You and your favorite director.
Look, man. If you want Dwayne Johnson's cojones, bro, just fucking call him. If you want his teramanas,
I don't want them.
I think you want.
How
his
about you stop sucking on James Gunn's Schmeat so hard?
Schmeat?
Yeah, PG-13 again for them.
Damn, you're sucking on The Rock's fucking schlong.
Shut up.
You're
dumb.
Yeah.
What's our next topic? I'm tired of this shit.
I'm tired of this shit too. Fuck Black Adam. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Was Black Adam a good movie? No, it wasn't. Let me spoil alert.
Yeah, it was.
Anyways, moving on. So, on a positive note, Megan, as of time of recording this, has a good Rotten Tomato score.
The horror movie?
Yeah, the horror movie, the new one, the doll girl one, has a Rotten Tomato score of 94%. It was at 98 earlier today, but it dropped. As the time of recording, this says at 94%. I don't have it pulled up. I'm not pulling that up. It's fine. It's at a 94%. I just wanted to talk about it because, it being the new Chucky doll, Child's Play doll coming out, I'm actually excited to see it. I kind of wanted to know what your thoughts were on the movie. I know... have you seen the trailers?
I've seen the trailers.
Have you seen the promotional work? Have you seen them at the baseball fields and stuff like that? Like they're over there just dancing all over the place. It seems like they might have a hit on their hands, and it seems like it's testing well. It looks like it's
Paramount.
good. I'm not sure. I can look that up though. But yeah, I mean, what do you think? Do you have any anticipation for the movie? Do you think it's gonna be good? Do you think it's gonna be a classic, kind of like Chucky?
I'm sure it'll be good, but from what I'm hearing around so far, like the only real critics I listen to, if I'm being for real, it's IGN, and they gave it a 7.
Look, it has a 6.3. Oh, time of recording, it's at a 95 on Rotten Tomatoes. Look, IGN got a 7 too. Yeah.
So like I'm sure it'll be good. I don't know if it'll be a classic like Chucky,
because Universal,
because Chucky's been around for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it'll be a classic like that. But
Well-
I'm sure it'll be good.
Well, that's what makes it a classic,
it'll
right?
find its niche fan base, I think.
Do you think that you would be a fan of this movie? Do you feel like you'd like it, enjoy it?
Half and half. I don't know. I'm picky. I'm picky about my horror movies, and like I've said before, dolls and shit like that are like almost bottom of the list.
Oh yeah.
So if they get creative and like the kills are sick and like it comes out solid story, like I'm sure I'll enjoy it. But like again, I don't go out of my way to see things like that because I just find them the most the least interesting of the things. So
Okay, cool, makes sense. But I mean, my anticipation level for this movie, I'm actually excited for it. I love horror, anything horror. Chucky is one of my favorite killer dolls as well. I enjoy him and Tiffany. They're fucking dope. I actually am excited for this movie. So I mean, me hearing that it's getting good ratings, like it kind of gives me a little bit more, because not a lot of horror movies get good Rotten Tomato scores. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like it's very rare. So for it to get this kind of praise, I'm kind of excited for it. I think they might have a hit on their hands, and from the trailers, it does look pretty funny. It looks very, what is that? Satire. It looks very satire. Like they're making fun of the genre kind of, and also putting the kills in there.
yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm sure when we go watch it, I'll give it a shot. But like again, this is like bottom of the barrel horror movie things. I'm more into like the spirit side, ghost side of things. You know? So like I prefer that.
Okay.
And then doll. It's like that, and then it's like killers and stuff, and then dolls and then zombies.
I get you. Well, with that, Megan's coming out this week, so it's actually dropping tonight. So if you guys haven't gotten your tickets and you guys are trying to watch that movie, go watch it. It looks good. Trailer looks good for me at least. Josh is still on the fence, but hopefully we can make him a believer. He'll like it.
Yeah.
Moving on, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the trailers. We got 3 movie trailers that I kind of wanted to, watch with you, get our reactions, get our opinions on it.
Yeah.
First one we got is You People. Has Eddie Murphy, Nia Long, Jonah Hill, a few other people in the cast. It looks pretty good. A new trailer just dropped today. I seen the first trailer. It was kind of like a couple second little trailer. So I think that we should watch the second one, and we'll formulate an opinion right now and see what we think. Yeah.
Ezra! Hey. What are you up to these days? Got a girlfriend?
No.
But you don't like getting pussy?
Okay. Hearing the word pussy come out of your mouth does make me question whether or not I like it.
Back again up in this mother town.
I'm never gonna meet a woman who understands me.
I don't think I've heard of a man ever who wanted to be in a relationship so badly besides Drake. And I'm talking Views Drake.
They hear that loud ooh.
I feel like Views Drake, alone on a building, dangling my legs off, wondering what it's like to feel companionship. What the fuck are you doing? Stop! Okay, but you're not getting 5 stars. This is...
Uber driver.
I mean, honestly, you guys are twins.
Oh my God, wait, she really does look like me.
I'm sorry, this was insane. Let me make it up to you.
You're dating a black girl?
I've never felt so understood by somebody in my entire life.
Whether you like it or not, we kind of go together now.
You're my boo, come on. I'm gonna ask her to marry me.
Do you plan to? Out to her family?
Yeah, I just haven't had the chance to meet them. What's going on? Tell me about life. How are you?
This is your white granddaddy come back to haunt me.
What? Now this is my fault?
So you want to marry my daughter?
Yes, I do.
Well, Ezra, you could try.
But they hate me.
Can you honestly say that your family's excited to have my black ass in the picture?
Oh my gosh, you are so beautiful.
I think the police
Okay.
are fucked up towards black people.
I like your braids.
Thank you.
Exhibit had braids.
We've built a pretty awesome life together. We just need to protect it.
Oh, so you're all Muslim.
Very much so.
I love it.
This kufi that I'm wearing was actually a gift from the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. Are you familiar with the minister's work?
Well, I'm familiar with what he said about the Jews.
You know what? Let's have dinner.
What's the difference between me and you? You talk a good one, but you don't do what you're supposed to do.
Your family, my family. I don't know how this is gonna work.
Well, we were technically OG slaves. Are you trying to compare the Holocaust to slavery?
Can you pass the potatoes?
Our people came here with nothing like everybody else.
They're very uncomfortable conversations. You
Did
kidding
we
me?
ever figure out what happened with the potatoes?
Are you
and
kidding
the
me?
ETA on those?
What's the difference between me and you?
Hey, what's up with white cuz?
Am I white, cuz? Well, I'm not.
I'm white cuz for sure.
January 27th. Yeah, off first rip, kind of underwhelmed by the trailer. I mean, I thought it was gonna have a little bit more funnier stuff. I will still watch it because Eddie Murphy's in there, and I don't think I've seen a movie recently with him in it. So I think I'd watch it just because of him. Hopefully, they're saving the best jokes for not the trailer, but off rip, probably something I'll watch, but not something I'm super excited for at this point.
I thought it was kind of funny. Like, I'm gonna see it for Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill. It's cool that he's getting back to acting.
Yeah,
He got his mentality right and everything. That's cool.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I liked him in what was that? Don't Look Up, Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
I liked him in Don't Look Up. So he always plays good characters. I'm hoping, like I said, I'm just thinking that maybe it's what do you call it? It's just they're holding back the comedic parts for the trailers. That's what I'm hoping for. But so far, it looks okay. I'd give it a watch, but I'm not holding my breath too much for it. Now, there's another one that I'm trying to show you. I haven't seen it, so this is going to be our first time watching it as well. Renfield has Nicolas Cage and Nicholas Hoult coming from Universal Pictures. Seems like a vampire
Sorry to interrupt.
movie.
Are you okay? I need to get out of a toxic relationship.
Why don't you start by telling us what brought you here?
My boss, he's different.
You can't get him out of your head.
No.
I need your assistance.
I'm coming, Master! Oh, you feel like he could destroy you with the snap of his fingers. Wouldn't even need to snap. Whoa. Okay.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, what?
Renfield, bring me innocent victims. I want a handful of nuns, a busload of cheerleaders.
And I just want a normal life again. But this modern world is a dangerous place.
No.
Thank you. You saved my life. Did I watch you cut a guy's arms off with a decorative serving platter?
It's in the wrist. Let me explain. My boss gave me this power. In return, I tend to his needs, including care, feeding.
You bring in people to eat? You're like the guy that gets the villain's Postmates.
But if you were to stop focusing on his needs, what would happen?
He won't grow to full power.
Exactly. He won't grow to full power. What? That's so weird. Why would you phrase it like that? But yes. Hi. Are you here for the meeting? Well, come on.
No! Some call me the Dark One. Others, the Lord of Death. To most, I am Dracula.
Okay, obviously we're dealing with a little bit more than just narcissism here.
Now, let's eat.
I mean, it was kind of funny.
Nicolas Cage?
It was kind of interesting. The CGI looked kind of weird in the trailer, but it was off rip. I'm a little bit more excited for this one. I mean, it looks like a cheesy vampire movie. Nicholas Hoult has really tried, in my opinion, to like make a splash in Hollywood, and he's been kind of struggling, in my opinion. Like it's, I'd seen him in First Class. I know he's in that new movie, The Menu, but didn't really like, it didn't really sell a lot of tickets like, obviously Avatar or something like that would. But he's been kind of struggling. Nicolas Cage making his comeback is really good to see. He's making more movies, but he's still making goofy movies. Like, he still plays these goofy roles, or like roles like this where he's a vampire and does a shot where he's biting into the screen. It's like, man, Nicolas Cage, you just don't learn, bro. You're just gonna keep doing the same thing. But I mean, you saw the trailer. What do you think about it?
It looked fun. It looked really good. I'm glad the kills look nice. The premise is funny. I think I'm excited to see it. It looks pretty good. Nicolas Cage is always a W for me.
Yeah,
he's a good actor.
Yeah, he's actually really interesting. I can't wait. I'm actually kind of excited for this one. It'll be a good watch. Probably kind of funny. More funny. It looks more funnier than the other one we're watching. And this last trailer, it's the horror. It's a horror. I showed you the little teaser trailer the other day. Now they released the full-on trailer.
Oh shit!
Let's go ahead and watch it. Oh, we're going rated R for this one. We're going rated R.
What's up, sis?
I had the most beautiful dream. It was the perfect day. And all I could think about was how much I wanted to cut you all open and then climb inside your bodies. So that we could stay one happy family.
When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother,
What is this, Danny?
I found it.
what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me.
Open up now. You don't look so good, Mom. Nothing a big old kiss from you won't fix.
I'm getting us out of here. I promise.
You'd be a good mom someday, honey pie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you know how to lie to kids. Mom?
Mommy's with the maggots now.
What will be, will be.
This movie finna be crazy. God damn, that's gonna be
Yesterday,
a good movie.
free shipping. That's HelloFresh.
Yeah, no, nobody cares. Cut that out. Oh man, that shit looks crazy, bruh. That is Sam Raimi making this one? Is he doing this one? Do you know?
I thought he was, no?
Let me double check.
And I know Bruce Campbell's a producer.
Oh yeah, he's the one who revealed this one on Twitter, basically saying he's not gonna be in the movie. But I don't know. I kind of hope to see a little cameo of him in there. So Sam Raimi's attached, but it's not his movie. He's not directing it. I mean, to be honest, this one too was actually pretty good, and Sam Raimi did not had that Sam Raimi-esque, like you still felt it, but like unfortunately it wasn't made by him. I wonder why they don't Fede Alvarez, he made this one. I gotta show you this one. This one's a good one. But it's just so weird that Sam Raimi hasn't came back to make his own. It's kind of weird, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it's good that he's a writer and a screenplay, part of the screenplay, but I don't know. looks good. I'm interested. I love horror movies, so this one makes me look like this one is just. I'm excited for this.
Holy shit, man!
That cheese grater.
I know what I was saying earlier about Megan, but my God, this one looks good. This one's right up my alley. The ghosts and shit. That's what I like. This one looks really fucking scary.
Yeah, I'm down for this one.
Yeah.
This one for sure is gonna be one we watch. Yeah, no, that's great. Evil Dead Rises, everybody, coming out in April. If you guys like any of these trailers, you guys are looking forward for any of these movies. If you guys want us to review any of these, go ahead and let us know. Josh, go ahead and let them know where they can let us know.
At FilmBros Podcast on Twitter and TikTok. If you want to hit us up there at any time about news, movies like you want us to review, go ahead and do that. If you want to listen to our other podcasts while you're doing whatever you're doing in the day, whether it's work or gym, whatever, at FilmBros Podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And if you have time while you're relaxing, nothing else to do, check us out on YouTube at FilmBros Podcast.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm into this trailer so much. It's so good. But yeah, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, share.
Exactly.
Help us out. Come on now. We're trying to get up there. With that, that's going to be the end of this episode, and we will talk to you guys on the next one.
Yep, talk to you guys later.